On the fitness side, one of the things that we often talk about at the agency is really about maintaining fitness by maintaining consistent activity, not trying to optimize your activity, but just trying to maintain consistent activity. Again, because for us, if we're, in the armpit of the world trying to carry out an operation, we won't get to go to a gym. We won't get to have a 60-minute workout session.
Right. No fancy Equinox in Afghanistan or whatever.
Correct. But what we do know is that empirically, if we do some sort of physical activity that is outside of the norm, meaning it's normal to don all of your weapons and your body armor and go for a patrol. That's normal. So it's normal to go for a walk carrying 60 pounds of gear. That's normal. What you need is something that a variance from the norm to challenge your body and challenge your muscle through some sort of muscle confusion that then optimizes continued body maintenance while you're on deployment. So maybe going for a run some days, or maybe doing yoga other days, or maybe doing some sort of resistance band training, which is easier to do than weight training whenever you're traveling.
Yeah. And by the way, if you look at neurogenesis and neuroplasticity, if you actually want to grow your brain and reap the brain building benefits of exercise, including the generation of things like vascular endothelial growth factor and brain derived neurotrophic factor, and these things are like miracle grow for your neurons, then it's not enough to just do something that gets the heart rate up. You need to introduce novelty, which is basically what you're describing, meaning every couple of weeks you're changing up the exercises, or every day you're introducing a new exercise, or every 4 weeks you're changing up your block. And so there's definitely something to not just getting the heart rate up and making the muscles burn, but doing so at new angles with different exercises in different modes than you might be doing the rest of the day or in a previous workout block.
So these are simple practices that we applied all the time that people in the everyday world can implement immediately. And just like you said, have immediate benefits. I'll never forget, I had a customer who was a beautiful mid-30s female. She was fit, she was smart, she was successful. And what she said is that she attributed her success to a strict routine. And part of her routine was that every day she'd wake up at the same time, 7 a.m., and she would go down to her treadmill and she would put in the same speed and the same incline, and she would run the same distance in the same amount of time every single day, 7 days a week. And that was, for her, that routine was part of why she was as successful as she was. So one of the first things that I told her to do was vary her routine. I was like, the thing is, your body's not improving at all. All you're doing is you're doing what your body already sees as normal, right? Your 2.5 mile run at, incline level 5, pace level 9, your body is now adapted to that. And it is just normal. It's like your morning bowel movement. It's just normal. It burns calories, yes, but it's not challenging your body or challenging your heart or challenging your muscles. So all I had her do was on Friday of each week, I would have her step away from the treadmill and do like a 4 exercise rotation of different squat style exercises, right? Lunges, squats, pelvic pulses, that sort of thing. Just simple changes that were still focused on her strongest muscle set, which was her lower body. And within 2 weeks, she came back and she was like shocked at how challenging the workout was. Even though it was a simple workout, she was shocked that somehow her legs were strong enough to run every day, but they weren't strong enough to handle 30 squat pulses. And she was kind of floored by that. But then also on top of that, she found that the break in the routine actually created a new level of energy and excitement throughout her Friday afternoon. So her Fridays became a more energetic, more exciting day just because it started a different way. Both of these are processes that CIA taught me, right? Changing your body exercise patterns, but then also introducing a break to routine, which nobody ever thinks of. An intentional break to routine can actually benefit your routine.
Yep. Yeah, that's spot on. I mean, what you're describing basically from an exercise science standpoint is the concept of periodization, breaking a training year or quarter or week or even day into certain periods of fitness devoted to certain tactics and changing those tactics up throughout the year so that you get a stair-step based increase in fitness as you work, recover, but work with different modes so that your body does not adapt to imposed demands and becomes more fit at a faster pace due to the change-ups.
Right.
So yeah, it's a perfect example.
So fresh, so